Mike,
So the,
I'm curious, how do you identify when somebody's asked you for this service and wants to have total production maintenance, but then how do you vet out and figure out that they're really not the top management isn't really invested or don't really want to invest the time or money? Like you say, it begins with top management. How do you vet those? Can you spot that early on, or do you find getting frustrated because spinning your wheels and they're not really wanting what they're selling? It's just lip service.
Well, I'm not 100% perfect at that. I've been fooled many times by clients in this aspect. I had one particular president of company. I worked with the president and the board going forward and vetted what they wanted to do. And they had me believing that they were serious. And then I found out that the problem with this president was the shiny penny. So he always gravitated to the next shiny thing. And lo and behold, we're 1 year into the process and he wanted to go to something else. So it was the next shiny penny was what he was actually going after, and he didn't have any loyalty to stick to anything. And I found out that that was the pattern, and I didn't know that up front based on what they told me. So I try to understand more of their past practice with change management. I also try to look at what they're understanding and why they want to do this. So one of the first questions is, they say, I want TPM. I say, well, why? I want 5S. Why? So I want them to try to articulate to me what their thinking is. And from that thinking, I can understand their pain points and what they're after. So I try to vet it that way.
so it's interesting. I just came out of a class and I was telling the group the why up and the why down because everybody wants to know why. So that goes for anything, any initiative. And when I say the why up, I mean, like, what vision are you tying TPM to? What are you trying to accomplish? That TPM is a critical component. So tell me your vision. That would be the why up. The why down is what principles are you running with? Like you're trying to improve flow. Good. That's a principle, improving flow. So I try to understand what principles they're using to run their business and what they're trying to accomplish as a true north, as a long-term sustainable improvement, and make sure that that makes sense to me. If they don't have the right answer, I know they don't get it, which means, probably not a long-term initiative.